everybody's down and he comes in and LA Knight gets his shit in, and then it's supposed to switch focus, which I hate the way these Rumbles are set up. You know that. But like,
very choppy.
He jumps Logan Paul, and they're kind of like, he's trying to get his shit in on him, which probably wasn't called, but who gives a fuck? It's a Rumble. But they got to do this spot, which is Drew's elimination. But commentary's talking about LA Knight and Logan Paul, and they kind of get in the way out, and they're trying to get out of the middle of the ring. Drew gets eliminated, and it's an afterthought. Drew wouldn't know that. That's what fucking makes it a weird work. Like, the guy's just in the middle of the ring. Tell him to get the fuck out of the way. Like, I don't think it's unprofessional, like, of what I know of Drew to fucking lose it, but who knows at that point of what heat built to that. And guys in that upper mid-card level are always scratching to get to the top, and that could just be the straw that broke the camel's back on 20 other things we don't know about. You know?
Yeah, well, here's the two things I think about. It reminds me, number one, of a couple of years ago when Shane McMahon was in the Rumble and he wanted it to be all about him, and he was in there doing his thing and getting his moves in, and ended up hurting the business between Dom and Ray when they were going to end up starting their feud. And they ended up having to delay the start of their feud by like several months because of what had happened, what Shane did in the Rumble, throwing one of them out or whatever, rather than doing what he was supposed to do. But he had to eat up all the time and be the fucking greatest thing since sliced bread, being very selfish as usual. And then two, the thing I think of, that's where I think they got the impetus of the idea of we can do a thing where somebody needs to outshine somebody and they F you by doing that. And number two
isn't it weird? Sorry, go ahead, please.
Sorry. Number two is Drew got sent home after a Mania one year after having a blow up in like a hotel or something like that. So I think his days of blowing up over something, over a spot or something like that, are long gone because he doesn't want to end up the way he did last time back in TNA or trying to figure it out on the Indies again at this stage of his career. So I don't think that anybody at this stage is going back to the locker room into Gorilla and throwing a fit, because it's not going to end well for anybody when they do that kind of shit.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. And they want to poison the water with Meltzer to be like, oh, it's a shoot. And then it turns into a work. And he looks like they worked him. Like, that's like when I read that, I was like, okay, this could be a big fucking trapski. Or is LA Knight got too much too fast in the wrong spot, was going into biz for himself, and these dudes are waiting to bury him, and you just fucked up Triple H's storyline kickoff with him and Priest that they wanted to. And why would Drew be like, people are getting their shit in? Why would you do a storyline about the phoniness of the match to, you know what I mean? That doesn't. But I was pretty much last night, the whole drive home.
That's what makes me feel like it's even more of a work, is that we're going to make it seem like it's a shoot by exposing the biz just a hair. Even though they expose the biz every week and they say kayfabe and they fucking can't tell you how much of a work it is more every time they have a chance. So I don't think they're afraid of purposely doing a thing where they expose the biz by saying somebody had to go into biz for himself, brother, and, make himself look good, because then, oh, you hear that? Oh, shit, it's real. This is a real angle. They're using terminology. You know what I mean?
It just seems interesting to me, but I think, like, is it a setup for Drew to be, if it is a work and it is they're breaking fucking kayfabe, to set up to be able to break kayfabe and call out LA Knight as of Austin Flair Rock ripoff, and Drew control better than anybody really, in the last 2 years. Like, is that where they're gonna like unleash him? Is this like a secret little side plot? I don't know. You just have to like think of the locker room paranoia conspiracy of who's against me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.